Houston Rockets. By the way, super chats are turned on. If you want to drop $1 or a dime, any donations appreciated. So with Houston, is a couple of thoughts. I haven't watched. Let me look. When's the last Houston Rockets game I watched that doesn't count the Clipper game against us against them the other day that I was at? Let's see. The last Houston Rockets game that I watched was against the Lakers on January 5th. So it's been an absolute minute since I've watched them. They've gone 29-16 since. So that's pretty damn good. They're an amazing defensive team. They finished, let's see, 4th in defensive rating, 13th in offensive rating. They improved their win total by 11 games. They're 4 games better than the Golden State Warriors, who finished 48-34. So 4 games is not crazy. And it's the Jimmy Butler Warriors. So, like, you don't really know, right? Like, they played them recently, and they won 106-96. That might be a game I have to check out. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Alpi, Dylan Brooks, and Amen Thompson and Jabari Smith all played in that game. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, Pajimski, Draymond, Moody. Wow. Okay, so this is a legit game. Damn, Steph was 1 for 10. All right. I mean, look, the playoffs are a different animal. I'm not going to totally take the regular season and just completely run with it. You know, those regular season matchups, they don't mean too much to me. That, you know, this Rockets team also lost at home to the Warriors when they got Jimmy Butler. But it looks like they did not have Fred VanVleet in that game. They started Aaron Holiday, who had 25 points, though. But it's definitely different not having Fred VanVleet. And they also didn't have Jabari Smith in this game. So that matters. So here's what I'm thinking. It's 2 things in my thoughts in my head. One is the experience, the star power. The Warriors have the 2 best players in this series with Jimmy and Steph. And usually when your team has the 2 best players in the series, you don't bet against them. But the Rockets might have 3, 4, 5. And then after Draymond, who I'd say maybe, like, I really think that Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün, Fred VanVleet, and Amen Thompson could outplay Draymond Green in this series. I really do. And the thing is, this Rockets team, they also have Steven Adams. I mean, how many games? Steven Adams has played 58 games, but he just played 17 minutes against Denver the other day. So they have a lot of size. I feel like they're going to kill them on the offensive glass. Amen Thompson's the best, and Dylan Brooks are the perfect guys to throw at Steph. And you throw Jabari Smith in there. And Fred VanVleet. These are the perfect guys to throw at Steph. You know, Tari Eason. It's a really athletic team. I think the Warriors lack athleticism. You know, I think they might get rocked in certain games in this series. If the games are close, advantage Golden State. If the games are blowouts, and Houston's got them. Because you don't want to get into a close game with Jimmy and Steph with the experience they have. The Rockets, outside of Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks, they're very inexperienced. Jeff Green, depending on how many minutes he gets. But Jabari Smith, Alperen Şengün, Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason. These guys are brand new to this. And by the way, I mean, yeah, they're brand new to this. I think the key in this series is going to be Fred VanVleet. How efficient can he be? Same with Jalen Green. Is he going to hijack the offense? The half-court offense for me with Houston has to run through Şengün. They got to play through him, try to see if they can get Draymond in foul trouble, try to see how the Warriors play the pick and rolls with Şengün as the screener, because they got to really, in my opinion, pound it through him. Will the Warriors be able to contain Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green? I think they should be okay, but who knows? The Rockets are just more equipped to guard them. And They're so much more athletic. I think they're going to really kill them on the boards with Adams, with Amen Thompson. They have athletes. My head is saying the experience is going to win out and the Warriors are going to find a way to get through this. But then part of me, the logic is saying the Rockets are just a better basketball team. They've been a better basketball team all year. I really do believe they have the two best players in the series, Golden State. But Şengün is the third best player. And then for me, it would go Jalen Green, fourth. And then Amen Thompson. Is Amen Thompson already better than Draymond? I think he probably is better than Draymond already. Like this version of Draymond. But playoff basketball is different. But I think he is. What do you guys think? Comments. Is Draymond Green better or Amen Thompson right now? This season. I would say probably Amen Thompson. And then you got Fred VanVleet. I'd still take Draymond over Fred VanVleet, honestly. But then Fred VanVleet, who's next, though, after Draymond? Who's the next best player? Podziemski? Jonathan Kuminga, who's not even getting minutes? Yeah, it's generational. Hater says Amen is way better. Wheezy saying Amen Thompson is arguably defensive player of the year. You got Dylan Brooks. I mean, how much would Dylan Brooks help this Warriors team right now? So much. California Kid says Amen way better. I mean, so there you go. I'm going to go with Rockets in 7, conquering the demons of the Harden D'Antoni era. I don't know, though. Honestly, I feel like that'd be a feel-good story. But I want the Lakers to have more competition in the second round. I don't think the Lakers will lose to Houston. So I don't know. It's going to be 7 games. I'm going 7 games. I just don't know who I'm picking in that 7. I got to pick, though. I'm going to go with the Rockets wearing them down. I think the Rockets are going to win in 7. I'm going Rockets in 7. It'll be fun. I could be wrong. Steph and Jimmy, this is going to be a true test of playoff basketball versus regular season basketball. Experience versus no experience. Are they a good enough basketball team that the experience won't be a thing? But the star power, the 2 stars, that'll be interesting. But that's my official pick. And I know that's not as in-depth analysis as some might want. I'm sorry. I haven't watched enough Warriors and Rockets games to really get into the scheme of things. But I think Amen Thompson, Fred VanVleet, these guys are going to be great to guard. And they're going to really make the likes of Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green, and these guys shoot the ball. And it's going to expose the Warriors in many ways in the half court. And I also just think that they rely on Jimmy and Steph a lot. I think the Rockets are going to be more athletic. They have more options. I think Rockets in 7. But we'll see. It's Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green series to win and lose. So that's what I'm going with. Rockets in 7. It's going to be super fun. I can't wait for the whole world to see the Houston Rockets, and including me. I'm speaking of me because I haven't gotten to really watch their games like that on the big stage. Get to see these young players that might be the future of our league with Şengün and Amen Thompson and Jalen Green. So it'll be really cool. And especially with the whole storyline with Golden State being the, Steph Curry and Draymond being the thorn in the Houston Rockets side of the James Harden era. And now that same city, that same fan base in Houston gets this new era. And how about a game 1 at the Toyota Center with Jalen Green and Şengün as the faces of the team? Like, that's going to be an experience for Rockets fans, a moment in Rockets history, the first game, and it's against those same Warriors, although it's not the same Warriors. No KD, no Clay, no Iguodala, but you still got Kerr, Curry, and Draymond. I think that's going to be the second most fun series after Clippers Nuggets. And if you're wondering, what do I think about that? Well, you got to keep tuning in to Locked On Clippers. And of course, I'm going to be doing a preview on this channel. And for the Laker fans, you better believe I'm going to be doing a preview of that series. Any other series? Maybe. Tomorrow I'll do whatever series is confirmed. But we'll see. I'll have a preview on every series. I'll say something about every series. Maybe. But definitely LA series. That'll have an episode in itself. But there you go. Warriors, Rockets. Let me know your prediction in the comments below. It would be nice to get some more Rockets fans to follow me or subscribe to me if you're interested, to subscribe to a guy that loves the game and is going to do some work on your history later down the line. But I know I'll add a lot of Warriors fans that subscribe to me. So Warriors fans, Dub Nation, let me know what you're thinking. Congrats. It's going to be great to see Steph Curry in the playoffs and, of course, Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. God, Warriors in 7? I just feel like it's the Sacramento vibes all over again, where that team is really good, but then Steph goes off in a game 7. Nah, I'm going with the Rockets. I'm going to stick with my pick. Rockets in 7 games. The age Oh, I was thought it was on Locked On Clippers right now. All right, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, talking the games tomorrow.